there, Trevor Boone from Emerald City Guitars. I'm hanging here with Aaron Hiebert, my dear friend. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man.
We're just bringing a couple of the big guitars we got back from Hawaii and putting them in the master's hands. And this is the crown jewel of the guitar collection. This is a 1957 Gibson Les Paul Goldtop. But it's got the Tune-o-matic bridge, which they only did for a few years at the very tail end of the normal Goldtop production. And it's also a Darkback. We just had a 56 in the glass case that sold right before we took off for the trip. When I saw this and saw the condition that was in, I was blown away. So 57, 100% original. It's got the hang tag with it. It's got the original hardshell case. The Darkback, it is just as good as it gets for the P-90 Goldtop. 52, 53 of the big trapeze, and they go to the wraparound. The Tune-o-matic is key right now. That's what's gonna jump these up in price and desirability. It's just, you know, you can actually play, intonate it exactly how you want. It was a big step forward for Gibson production. I've only seen one other Darkback. Bonamassa has it. Joe reached out to me, asked me a serial number because his buddy JJ French has one as well. They're all in like the same serial number bracket. So I don't know if that was just, they put out a few, but I know of 3. If you know of any other, please drop it in the comments, but rare as hell. And this guitar is just absolutely stunning. If you are looking for a killer player, I always say this, but Sean Costello fan, he played P-90 Goldtops, and I just love that sound. I believe that's just one of the coolest tones you can get. A little bit of Fender, Gibson backbone, powerhouse guitar. But along with that, if you just want like shock value, a guitar that tells you what Gibson's all about in that golden era, there you go, man. Unbelievable. The hang tag, the case, just make it a really beautiful package. But what's your experience with these, man?
So I haven't played a lot of the Goldtops, or I guess with P-90s, this whole setup, right? I think it's the first time in at least a really long time. But my initial impression is it's just a rock machine. Yeah. The neck isn't as large as I was expecting, which for me, I prefer.
I know, and it's interesting because in this era, you'd think it'd have a big fat neck, and both the 56 and 57, total like medium profile, almost, I don't want to say thin because it's not a 60s profile, but it's a fast neck. Yes. It really is a rock machine. It's not like this kind of normal big 50s commitment. It's just like, it's meant to play fast and dig into.
Yep, agree. Loud. Yeah. It is, yeah, it's just a stunner. I mean, I love the bursts, of course, right? But I would take a Goldtop most of the time. Because the burst, I mean, obviously they're a burst, like they are what they are. But from a looks perspective, I just think that this is just, I don't know.
When you see the real 50s gold finish too, it's just magnificent, you know? And they do a real good job of getting close these days with the custom shop, but you know, how the gold greens. Now this one really hasn't faded much. If you turn it over, you see a little bit of that greening right here, but it's in magnificent shape. When we were taking out, like flip this around, when we took this plastic off, it was like stuck. We got under and took it off, and it even took a little of the finish off underneath right on the edge, which means it probably had never been unscrewed. I mean, we went through this absolutely perfect. The guitar was played a little bit, but it had been, I mean, he had it since early 80s, so it's been out of circulation for a long time, so maybe a couple owners, but it shows it's just beautifully preserved. This was also from Hawaii, and I was waiting, it needed a little bit of love, so I gave it to Brent. It's a 63 copper panel or candy panel AC30. As you can see, we have a few AC30s here, and they all sound different, so I'm always like, okay, what's this one gonna be like? This amp is insane. I plugged a telly into it earlier. I was playing like Van Halen. It just sounded like a rock machine. I went to the Brilliant channel. This has the top boost. It goes like full saturation. So I heard you playing this with the vibroverb, and it was like, oh, that sounds so good, but let's have some fun. I'm cranking you in. So these do everything. If you want those beautiful bell-like, crystal clear tones, it gets that. It sounds like, you know, a church bell, but we're going to hell with it today. We're plugging it through this Vox AC30, diming it up, and I just want you to let loose on it, man.